Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, April 4, 2025. The government is conducting a detailed technical assessment involving relevant ministries and agencies to fully understand the scope of new tariffs announced by the United States and their implication for Jamaica's trade and industrial policy. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness made the disclosure on Thursday as he addressed the opening ceremony for Expo Jamaica 2025 at the National Indoor Sports Center. On Wednesday, U.S. President Donald Trump revealed sweeping tariffs on all imports into the U.S., with Jamaica and most Caribbean countries subject to a baseline 10% tariff. The new tariffs are set to take effect on April 5. Prime Minister Holness says this shift in global trade policy could impact Jamaica's market access to our largest trading partner and says clarity is being sought.
While the government of Jamaica has not yet received formal notification on the precise implementation procedures, including whether these new tariffs will override existing CBI provisions, we are actively engaging with the United States Trade Representative and other relevant authorities to seek urgent clarification.
Today, nearly 90% of Jamaican exports to the United States enter under the preferential terms of the Caribbean Basin Initiative, CBI, which provides non-reciprocal duty-free access for a wide range of products to the U.S. market.
However, the new U.S. tariff regime, rooted in a broader policy of reciprocal trade balancing, has raised serious concerns about the future of these preferential arrangements. We will use every available diplomatic channel, including working with our CARICOM brothers and sisters and utilizing the Office of Trade Negotiations to seek to preserve the positions our exporters have secured over decades of deepening trade ties with the United States.
The Prime Minister says preliminary analysis indicates that some of our top exports may fall under exempted product categories, and the government is working to confirm and, where possible, to expand these exemptions. In the meantime, the Prime Minister is stressing the importance of sober management of geopolitical developments that affect national affairs without jeopardizing our seat at the table to negotiate on the people's behalf.
And we must put ourselves in a position to always be welcomed at the table to negotiate. And where we have our truths and strong positions, we must speak them clearly without fear to authority and powers. And we do it without bombast, hysterics, and hyperbole. And we get the job done.
Prime Minister Holness insists that in this new, uncertain world, Jamaica stands on its own 2 feet, proud and working to secure our economic independence.
So yes, it is uncertain time. But we have done the necessary work. We have built the relationships. We have placed ourselves in strategic positions to be heard and to be heard from and to be consulted. When these changes are going to happen, we know that they could have long-term impact. We started planning long ago. So when you don't hear me say and run out and make statements, because you have a government that is thinking very carefully, very strategically. I play chess, not draft.
Local manufacturers and exporters are being urged to ensure they are alert and in a position to be responsive to global trade dynamics. The urging comes from Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, who stresses that shocks will come, but manufacturers and exporters must be prepared to absorb the hit and recover. Further, he insists that they must look beyond the negatives and seek out the opportunities that may arise.
Maybe a decade ago, the word disruptive would have been an inherently bad thing. In today's world, you require disruption of systems for there to be innovation and new opportunities. So whilst we see the downside of the disruptive global order that we have now, we are not going to sit by and wait. Be the entrepreneur. Be the one who is the risk taker. Be the one who is looking for the opportunity.
As it directly relates to the new U.S. trade tariffs, Dr. Holness is assuring exporters that the government will work with them to mitigate any potential dislocation.
So to our manufacturers and exporters, we understand the uncertainty this announcement has created. And we are with you every step of the way. You are not only integral to our economic strategy, you are national champions of our resilience and ingenuity. The government will continue to advocate on your behalf and ensure that your interests are protected in any new global trade architecture.
In other news, Black River Primary School is the latest beneficiary of a brand new state-of-the-art smart room. The school is the 20th across the island to be equipped with a modern smart lab delivered under a collaboration between the Digital Foundation and the Ministry of Education. The program is designed to modernize classrooms and provide students with access to cutting-edge technology. In praising the initiative, Senior Education Officer for Region 5, Nevadine Gallimore Miller, describes the smart room as a symbol of hope and resilience.
This space is a gateway to new possibilities for students to explore, create, and learn in ways that were previously unimaginable. It is a tool that will help us advance our mandate to ensure every child has access to a quality educational process, regardless of their background or circumstances.
Chairman of the Digital Foundation, Joy Clark, says it is part of her organization's ongoing investment in education and community development.
We have spent over US $2.5 million in this parish alone in projects across our 3 portfolio. By establishing these smart labs, Digital Foundation is reinforcing its commitment to bridging the digital divide and ensuring that primary school students across Jamaica have access to the tools they need to succeed in an increasingly tech-driven world.
And finally, the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, has launched its Pass the Broom initiative, aimed at getting citizens to keep public spaces clean. Executive Director of the NSWMA, Audley Gordon, says he's hoping that this initiative will take root and that people will begin to be more responsible with their disposal habits.
The broom there signifies, us all should acknowledge, cleanliness. We want to encourage a culture of cleanliness where people sweep up their yard, sweep up outside the gate, keep their community clean.
The campaign includes cleanup events, plastic separation, composting, and jingle competitions, along with recycling challenges where persons will be asked to transform trash into useful items. It also involves social media and school engagement programs.
On our own, we cannot solve the garbage collection problem. The people, it has to be a collective. We can be the catalyst that provide the information, the best practices, show you how, come with you, do it with you, get you into the habit, but we can't stay there and do it. We can't be in every community doing it. It gotta be you, me, he, she, everyone coming into the party.
The campaign is expected to run for a year. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.